From Shea Stadium, where yesterday Tom Seaver and the New York Mets from the 1969 Mets took it to the 1977 Dodgers by a score of 2-0 on opening day of Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball. The 69 Mets defeated the 77 Dodgers 2-0 yesterday. Art Shamsky homered. Tom Seaver went the whole way. Today, Game 2 of the season for these same two clubs. Tommy John for the 77 Dodgers, Jerry Koosman for the 69 Mets, in a battle of left-handers. These are three-game series inside their divisions. You don't want to get swept. And so we'll see if the Dodgers can eliminate that possibility from happening next. And we're having camera trouble right off the bat. Here we go. All right, here we go. Now we're set. Okay. The lineups for the 77 Dodgers, the visiting ball club today. Leading off at second base, it's Davey Lopes. Batting second at short, Bill Russell. Batting third and right field, Reggie Smith. Batting fourth at third base, Ron Cey. Batting fifth at first base, Steve Garvey. Batting sixth in left field, Dusty Baker. And if I could get my fingers to work, it would be a lot better. Batting seventh in center field, it's Glenn Burke. Batting eighth and doing the catching, it's Steve Yeager. And batting ninth and on the mound, it'll be Tommy John. For the 1969 Mets, leading off in center field, it's Tommy Agee. Batting second at shortstop, Bud Harrelson. Batting third in left field, Cleon Jones. Batting fourth at first base, it's Don Clendenin. Batting fifth in right field, Ron Swoboda. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Jerry Grody. Batting seventh and playing third base, Ed Charles. Batting eighth and playing second base, Al Weiss. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, it's Jerry Koosman. The pitchers on the day, Tommy John for the 77 Dodgers. 77 Dodgers, Tommy John. He went 20-7 with a 2.78 earned run average. He pitched 31 games, all of them starts. He completed 11 games and threw 220-plus innings. For the 69 Mets, Jerry Koosman, 17-9 with a 2.28 earned run average, 32 games, all of them starts, 16 complete games, 241 innings pitched, and he missed almost a month with a shoulder problem. So he squeezed all that in, a busy, busy man. So let's get started. The Mets tied for first place. The Dodgers hoping to get there. Here we go with Payoff Pitch Baseball. Dodgers and Mets. Lope steps into the box. This one is ball four. He draws a walk and he's aboard. Leadoff batter going. Koosman's a lefty. He's looking right at Lopes at first base. Grody can throw. Johnny Bench said that if he and Grody were on the same team, Bench would be playing third base. That's quite a compliment. All righty. So Lopes is going to work on his lead. They've got a lot of options here. Dodgers haven't scored yet this season. Let's see. How do they want to do this? Grody's arm is a 2. Lopes is a B. Koosman's going to hold him close. We'll see if he goes. Russell steps in the box. And here's Bill. He does not go. This one's lifted in the air to left field, and it's deep. Cleon Jones to the track. He's going to make the catch, and that's one gone for the Dodgers in the first. Lopes retreats to first base. working on his leadoff. Koosman looks right at him, to the belt. There goes Lopes, the pitch home. Grody throws to Weiss. It is in time. He shoots him down. Grody throws out Lopes, and there's 2 gone in the first inning. Now with 2 outs and nobody aboard, it's Reggie Smith. Reggie hit .282 against lefties in 1977. This one hit in the air to center. Tommy Agee is going to make the play, and that's 3 outs for the Dodgers in the first. Bottom of the first, Agee, Harrelson, and Jones coming up against Tommy John. Agee digging in against Tommy John. Tommy Agee, .273 on the year against lefties. This one is hit on the ground to first. Garvey doesn't like to throw. He's going to take it himself. That's 1 gone in the first. Harrelson, 186 against lefties in 69. This one is swung on and grounded to short. Bill Russell's going to throw to Garvey, and that's 2 gone. Cleon Jones, 338 against lefties. Pitch to him. Is grounded to Lopes. It's in the hole. He's on the run. And Davey cannot get there. Gonna get through for a base hit. A single for Jones with 2 outs. And that's gonna bring up Clendenon. Acquired from the Expos during the 69 season. Jones at first base working on his lead. John, the pitch to Clendenon. Jones not going. And Don draws a walk. Mets have 2 on with 2 out in the first. That's going to bring up Swoboda. 242 on the season versus lefties for Ron Swoboda. John to the belt. The pitch home. Hit in the air to center. Glenn Burke coming on, and he will make the play, and that retires the Mets in the first. We've played 1 at Shea Stadium, no score. In the second, for the Dodgers, it'll be Say, Garvey, and Baker for the boys from LA against Jerry Koosman. Pitch to Ron Say. Hit on the ground to short. That's taken by Harrelson. He's going to throw to Clendenon, and that's 1 gone. Garvey hit .259 against lefties in 1977. He did hit 8 home runs. They struck him out on some Koosman gas. 2 gone for the Dodgers in the second. Brings up Baker. Don't forget this Dodger team. 3 guys with 40 homers. 4 guys with 30 homers. Smith, Say, Garvey, and Baker. Baker at .271 against left-handers. Hit on the ground to short. That's Harrelson. He's going to throw to Clendenon, and that will retire the Dodgers. 11 consecutive shutout innings to start the season for this Dodger ball club with excellent firepower. We go to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless at Shea. Grody, Charles, and Weiss for the world champion New York Mets. And just like that, Jerry takes ball 4, draws a walk, leadoff walk for the Mets. Ed Charles comes to the plate. Ed, only 186 against lefties. The right-handed half of the third base platoon for the Mets. The pitch from John. Hit in the air to left. Dusty Baker's going to go back a few steps, but he's got room. That's 1 gone. And Al Weiss, 220 on the season versus left-handers. Day struck him out on a breaking pitch. 2 gone, and the weak-hitting Jerry Koosman coming to the plate. John to the belt, checks Grody at first. The pitch home. Struck him out. That's John's second of the inning, his second of the game. We go to the third. We're scoreless at Shea. Big series for both clubs. Short season. Gotta take advantage. Koosman back on the mound to face Burke, Yeager, and John in the top of the third. This one grounded to first, gloved by Clendenin. He's going to wave off Koosman and take it himself. That's 1 gone in the top of the third. Steve Yeager, he hit a little bit. Excuse me, he hit a little bit in 1977. 250 against lefties. Hit in the air to center. Tommy Agee is going to make the play. And that's 2 down, and now Tommy John. Pitch to him. He slaps it into left field for a base hit. The first Dodger hit of the game. 2 outs and a man on for Lopes. Davy Lopes. And making one more adjustment with the camera to give you a better look at the proceedings. I want you to see the cards if you can. See how that works out. Okay, now I think we're ready. And we're going to do this way. And, okay, now I think we're ready. All right. Okay. All right. So, it's Lopes. 2 outs. John on first. Pitch to Davy. Hit in the air to right. Swoboda's got room in his tracks, and that'll retire the Dodgers in the third. Wow. Koosman's in control, just like Seaver was yesterday. We go to the bottom of the third, and we're scoreless. Top of the order for the Mets to face Tommy John. Agee, Harrelson, and Jones for the boys from New York. Struck him out. John with a sinker, and I put that in quotes. 1 gone. Bud Harrelson is 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded to short in the first. Pitch to Bud if I can keep it in the box. Hit in the air to right. Going to be taken by Reggie Smith coming in a few steps. And that's 2 gone. And Cleon Jones. MVP of the team, probably, maybe, Agee, I don't know. This one is hit hard, and it's hit to the gap. Gonna get over Glenberg's head and roll to the wall. Cleon Jones has himself a double with 2 outs for Clendenin. Mets have a real scoring opportunity. Another man on base. Clendenon can give the Mets the lead with a base hit. Jones was 2 for 2. Clendenon has no official at-bats. He walked in the first. The pitch from John. Line drive, base hit. This one is to right. Jones was off with the hit. He will round third and score. Clendenon drives in the first run of the game. The Mets lead 1-0. Swoboda with Clendenon on first. Tommy John. The pitch. Hit in the air to center, Glenn Burke. Over a few steps into right center, but he'll make the play. And we've completed 3 innings of baseball with the 69 Mets leading the 77 Dodgers 1-0. Jerry Koosman coming back out. He's been in control this whole game. Bill Russell. Reggie Smith, Ron Say in the Dodger fourth. Hit in the air to left. Cleon Jones will take it for out number 1. Reggie Smith. Excuse me, Reggie. Hits it on the ground to third, gloved by Ed Charles. He's going to throw to Clendenon, and that's 2 gone. And now Say. Hit in the air to right. Swoboda calling and taking, and that will retire the Dodgers in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Grody. Oops, excuse me. It's Grody, Charles, and Weiss for the Mets. 1-0 New York. Excuse me. All right. Well, I have a coughing fit. All right. Got to slow down on the vaping. Alrighty. So, here comes Grody. Grody is just a walk on the day. Ground ball short. Russell takes it. Throws to Garvey for the out. 1 gone. Ed Charles. 0 for 1. Pitch from John. Struck him out looking. Ed is gone, and it's Weiss with 2 outs and nobody on. Love to get on to turn that lineup over. Koosman, not a good offensive pitcher. And we gotta roll this one more time. Ground ball third, taken by Say, across to Garvey, and that retires the Mets in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 1-0 New Yorkers. Koosman in the 5th to face Garvey, Baker, and Burke. Pitch to Steve. Grounded to first. Clendenon takes it. He's going to flip to Koosman for the out, and there's 1 gone. Koosman's allowed 1 hit, and that was to Tommy John in the 3rd. Baker's 0 for 1. Pitch to Dusty. Grounded to second. Al Weiss flips to Clendenon. 2 gone. And Glenn Burke. 319 against lefties. The right-handed half of the center field platoon in 77. And that's strike 3 called. Koosman gets Burke on a heater. Retires the Dodgers in the 5th. 7 in a row for Koosman. Tommy John will face Koosman, AG, and Harrelson in the bottom of the 5th for the Mets. Excuse me. This one is grounded to third. Say. Gloves it, throws to Garvey, and there's one gone. AG. Tommy, 0 for 2 on the day with the strikeout. Line drive base hit up the middle, right back where it came from for AG. He's aboard with a single. He can run a little, but Yeager has a gun. Harrelson, yeah, boy. Every run, every runner, everything is magnified in a low-scoring game and in a game that's likely to stay low-scoring, like this one. All right, so Harrelson's up. John to the belt, checks AG. AG is going. The pitch, it's the hit and run. And it's a base hit to right. Harrelson goes the other way. AG's going to get to third. And Jones will be up with men at the corners. Now the Dodgers, Lasorda's got to decide whether he's going to bring the infield in. There's one out and men at the corners. And, oh boy, this is a tough call. Cleon Jones is not a real great double play target. So you might not be able to turn 2. So they're going to play in because the Dodgers aren't hitting Koosman at all. So the infield is in. John to the belt. Harrelson leads off first. AG leads off third. Pitch to Jones. Struck him out. Wow, he didn't get even a piece of it. 2 gone, infield to normal depth, and Don Clendenin comes to the plate. That was a big opportunity there. Clendenin drove in the Mets' only run with a single in the 3rd. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. The pitch from John. Grounded to third. Gloved by Say. Goes the short way to Lopes. And Tommy John evades a major problem. We go to the 6th. Wow, 2 left. 2 more left by the Mets. It's 1-0 New York. After 5 complete. All righty. Koosman has been dominant. He will face Yeager, John, and Lopes, unless they hit for John, but I don't think they're going to. Pitch from Jerry. Hit in the air to left. Cleon Jones coming on. He will make the play, and that's 2 down. One down. Sorry, one out in the sixth. Tommy John. Hits it on the ground to second. That's Al Weiss. Throws to Clendenin, and that's two down. And Davey Lopes with two outs and nobody out in the sixth. Grounded comebacker right to Kuzman. He's going to flip it to Clendenin, and that will retire the Dodgers in the sixth. 15 consecutive scoreless to start the season for LA. Lasorda breaking out the Linguini in the dugout. Not happy. Ron Swoboda. Jerry Grody, Ed Charles coming on in the Mets sixth. And we'll do this too. Give you a little bit better look. Alrighty. Sorta's got to watch John carefully now. Might be starting to tire. He's allowed some base runners. The Mets have left 5 on in 5 innings. Check that. 6 on in 5 innings. Pitch to Swoboda. Struck him out. Wow, swinging. 1 gone for the Mets. Grody. 0 for 1 with a walk. 235 against lefties. Popped him up. Garvey calling. Barely in fair territory. Will take it for the out. 2 gone. And Ed Charles 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout. Ed hits it in the air to left. Dusty Baker back a few steps, not too far. He's got room, and that will retire the Mets in the sixth. We go to the seventh. New York 1, LA nothing. Kuzman to face Russell, Smith, and Say as the Dodgers try and break out of a team slump. Russell 0 for 2. And he slaps a base hit to left. He's aboard with the second Dodger hit of the day, and there's nobody out. Reggie Smith 0 for 2. Pitch from Kuzman. Day struck him out on some gas. 1 gone in the seventh. Ron Say. Hit in the air to left, and Dave Jones back on the track to the wall, and he's got it. 2 gone. Wow. Say put a little bit of a charge into it, but not enough. Ball doesn't carry it, Shea, and Garvey's up with 2 outs, and Russell still camped at first base. Pitch to Steve. Grounded to third, gloved by Charles. He's going to go the short way to Weiss, and that will retire the Dodgers in the seventh. Kuzman's throwing a 2-hitter through 7. We go to the bottom of the seventh. It's time to stretch him out. Al Weiss, Jerry Kuzman, Tommy Agee for the Mets. 0 for 2 for Weiss. Day. Struck him out swinging, and Weiss is gone. How many is that for John? 7. 7 strikeouts. He's in his 7th inning. Kuzman coming up. Pitch to Jerry. Popped it up. Popped it up. Say calling. Fair territory. Takes it for out number 2. And the Mets' last chance in the 7th. Tommy Agee, 1 for 3 with a strikeout on the day for Tommy. John's pitch. Comebacker, gloved by John, thrown to Garvey, and that retires the Mets in the 7th. We've played 7 complete. 1-0 Mets. For the Dodgers in the 8th, Dusty Baker, Glenn Burke, Steve Yeager, and a pinch hitter if needed for John. Baker's 0 for 2. Day strikes him out swinging for Kuzman. That is number 4 on the day. Glenn Burke 0 for 2. Tommy's frustrated in the dugout, but there's not much you can do against pitching like this. Burke, the pitch from Kuzman. Hit in the air to left. Jones toward the line. He makes a nice running catch, and that's 2 gone, and now it's Yeager. With 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers need somebody to step up. Yeager's 0 for 2. Hey, strike 3 called. That's Kuzman's 5th. And the Dodgers are done in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets 1, Dodgers nothing. It's Harrelson, Jones, and Clendenin against John in the 8th. However, there's action in the Dodger bullpen. Charlie Huff is throwing in case John tires. Harrelson, 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch to Bud. Ground ball, it's through. Base hit, second hit on the day for Bud Harrelson. He's aboard with a single. Cleon Jones and Don Clendenin are next. How does he want to do this? Going to give John one more batter, it looks like. Jones stepping in against Tommy John. 2 for 3 for Cleon on the day. A double, a run scored, and a whiff on the ledger. Grounded to third. Say gloves it. They go to Lopes for 1. Out there, relay to Garvey, not in time as Jones beats the wrap at first. It's a fielder's choice for Jones, and now it's going to be Clendenin. Tommy not moving from his Linguini. Clendenin is 1 for 2 with a ribby and a walk. Grounded to short, Bill Russell. To Lopes for 1, to Garvey for 2. That retires the side in the 8th. We're going to the 9th. Jerry Kuzman is 3 outs from a 2-hit shutout of the 1977 National League champions. The batters will be a pinch hitter and then Dave Lopes and Bill Russell. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's Tug McGraw and Ron Taylor throwing for the New Yorkers. And in right field, no, we're not going to have a change. No, I thought we were going to have a change, but we're not. So, defense stays the same. Kuzman back on the mound. We need a pinch hitter for John. It's going to be the venerable Manny Mota. star of the movie Airplane, and he will pinch hit for John to lead off the ninth. Manny, 400 against lefties in 1977 with a .571 on-base percentage. The pitch from Kuzma. Is hit in the air to right. Swoboda running in fast, and he will get there for the out. That's one gone. Lopes. Give you Tommy John's numbers in just a minute. His day is completed regardless of what happens here. Lopes stands in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a caught stealing. Pitch to Davey. Looper, left field, drops in front of Jones for a base hit. He's aboard. He is the tying run. Bill Russell. Are they going to send Lopes? Are they going to do the hit and run? What are they going to do? Kuzman to the belt. Gil Hodges staying put on the bench. 1 for 3 for Russell on the day. He singled in the 7th. Pitch to Billy. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Harrelson. Flip to Weiss for 1. To Clendenin for 2. A game-ending, soul-crushing double play ball off the bat of Bill Russell with Reggie Smith on deck. That completes a second consecutive whitewash of the 77 Dodgers with 430 home run men on their team by the score of the 69 Mets 1, the 77 Dodgers nothing. Yesterday, 2-0. Today, 1-0. And tomorrow, the 69 Mets go for the series sweep behind Gary Gentry against Dodger Bert Hooton. Let's give you the line score for the victorious New York Mets. 1 run on 6 hits. They committed no errors, and Jerry Kuzman took the win. For the vanquished 77 Dodgers, no runs on 3 hits. They also committed no errors. Tommy John went the distance, 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. Kuzman, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. That is impressive. So the Mets are in first place with a 2-0 record, tied with 6 other clubs. We will call that a day. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Kurt Berglund. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Tomorrow, the game will be the 1987 St. Louis Cardinals against the 1964 St. Louis Cardinals. Both World Series teams, the 64 Cardinals won, beating the Yankees. The 87 Cardinals did not, losing to the 87 Twins. That will be game 2 of their series. Game 1 was a 1-0 Bob Gibson special. So the 64 Cardinals are in first place, and the 87 Cardinals want to catch them. Hope you'll join me for that. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. So long, everybody.